MotoGP moves away from the Circuit of the Americas over to the Middle East. It's our only night race on the calendar. Welcome to the Lusail International Circuit in Doha, Qatar for the 2025 Qatar Grand Prix. We're almost ready for the lights to go out and the action will begin. The anticipation is rising. Who is going to win? Only time will tell. Race 1 was fantastic. What on earth are we going to see here for race number 2? Stand by for action. Joshua Birch, Megan Birch are up in the commentary box for you as we prepare, ready to go for the 2025 Qatar Grand Prix. Down to Susie.
Last 2 years ago, as his guy who looked after him, he's now looking after Firmin Aldeguer. So who will be on the podium this year? It was about this time, last time out, that all hell broke loose. I think we're pretty safe today, but enjoy the show.
All set to go then for MotoGP and the Qatar Grand Prix. It's round 4 of the season, and after 3 exciting races, what are we going to witness? Thailand, Argentina were dominated by Marc Marquez, but a mistake in Kota meant that Pecco Bagnaia went through. Here at Kota, moving away to Qatar, Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez back to the terrible duo as we get ready with Bagnaia having a problem. We welcome you up to the commentary box and let's run you through your starting grid. It's Marc Marquez on pole with Alex Marquez second and Fabio Quartararo third. Then it's Franco Morbidelli, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Maverick Vinales, Johan Zarco, Firmin Aldeguer and Alex Rins, Ayagura, Pecco Bagnaia and Pedro Costa, Marco Bezzecchi, Jorge Martin and Luca Marini, Jack Miller, Ralph Fernandez, Brad Binder, Augusto Fernandez, Nea Bastianini, Juan Mir and Song Kat Chantra. Megan Birch back with us after missing the sprint due to covering F1 quali that overran due to the dreaded red flag. Hello Megs, how you doing?
I am feeling ill still.
Yes, I hope you're okay, by the way. It's never nice.
I might have to pop in and out, but that will just be because I haven't been to the toilet in 2 hours.
That is true, yeah, don't mind. We might get a red flag at this point. This is probably the only one we could realistically have it in. Just want to point out something. After yesterday's experiments with the tyres, and we saw as well them dabbling in practice and qualifying and not really knowing what to do, unanimous decision it looks like. Everyone, medium front, medium rear. It's a level playing field out there.
Well, at least they've all, for once, decided to go the same route with the tyres. And let's hope it isn't a big mistake for them all. That suddenly things change and that isn't the ideal one. That would be funny though. To watch them all panic.
Just making sure we were off USRN, which we weren't.
So everyone just heard my chaoticness.
Probably had a very interesting 5 minutes behind the scenes. Okay, we're ready to go then for all the action. Thank God we didn't say anything. Still, Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez, Fabio Quartararo, Franco Morbidelli. Who's in the mix? This is great for Martin, by the way, 14th. Can he was struggling in the sprint race yesterday at 11 laps. How's he going to deal with 22?
Very carefully.
Yeah.
I haven't done this year.
Go on. The magic finger. Who's going to, what? Crash, go on then. 4 races in, she hasn't done it yet. Is that Miller or Ralph Fernandez? Jack Miller. Oh, well,
that's a given.
Well, you just like chaos, don't you?
Who wins?
Franco Morbidelli.
I That's brave.
That's even more interesting. Well, that bike has been going well over the past couple of races. Let's see what happens. It was on the podium yesterday, let's not forget, in the Tissot sprint.
Does that mean that they crash?
Could do. Martin was third fastest in warm-up earlier on today as well.
We get 2 night races in a row.
So Shakram, hello everyone. Go.
We get 2 night races in a row, I just realised.
Both in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Next to each other in the Gulf first day.
It makes me feel like it's night outside, but I know for a fact that the sun ain't gone down yet.
Green flags at the back. Red flag taken away from the front. Revs are up. We're ready for a start. Lights on. And pull the throttle back as we go racing. Good start for Marc Marquez and Alex. Quadraro's dropped back. Here come the Ducatis though. And actually, saying that, here comes Maverick Vinales on the inside. But again, into third and into the lead of the race. Franco Morbidelli leads as Marc and Alex touch. Marc and Alex touch each other. And Morbidelli takes the lead of the race. It's happened immediately, you said. Unbelievable! And now here it comes on the inside. Vinales passes Alex. The Marquez brothers. Tensions boil over. Spatial awareness out of it. And that's a cost them at turn 1. Alex back on the inside of Vinales at turn 4. But goodness gracious me, the two brothers nearly put themselves out of the race.
I mean, give it time. I mean, ooh, that's a bit close there, Quattararo. You don't want for Antonio to throw you off. Morbidelli.
Stunning start.
That was either me picking a win or for some reason predicting you get first.
Well,
in that bit.
I think they heard you, Megan. DJ Antonio moving up. Marini. Ralph Fernandez passing Martin. He's already dropped to 18th position as well. There's Luca Marini. He's in a battle with, that's going to be Ayagura over 11th position, still swapping between each other.
DJ Antonio gets past Vinales there.
Sean saying as well that Morbidelli came out of nowhere. Bagnaia's also up 4 places. Let's go, says Plug as well. Let's go indeed. If this is the race, it's going to be good. 22 to go.
Obviously, a part of me thought Morbidelli would get there.
Yeah, well done. He might get that pick a winner. Can he hold it though? GP24 bike. Marquez brothers having contact. This is still the opening lap of the race, remember. You can see a lot of changes at the start. We'll show you that information.
Binder passes Miller for 15th place. Acosta passes Bezecchi for 13th place, and I believe that was Bagnaia passing Quattararo for 6th place.
We've opened up the who moved positions. Ayagura's back to 10th. Franco Morbidelli up 3 places. Now the slipstream battle begins in towards turn 1. It's just stunning start. Totally stunning. I'd love to see a replay because a winglet's dropped off one of the Marquez brothers. I don't know which one, but hopefully a replay
I think it was Alex.
I think it was Alex too, the way it was crumbling on the inside. Here it is, Megan. Talk us through the race start.
You shall receive.
This is turn 1. Go on. There's Marc.
Right, so he just gets far too close to the end. Oh, it's Marc's.
Marc's real winglet, yeah. It's been chopped off at the top side of the bike.
And that created the perfect distraction for Morbidelli to just go right on through. And he's got a nice little gap there.
Yeah, almost a thank you and then a what the hell. No jump starts from race control, which is good news. We'll refresh the board for you. Go on, Max.
Digi is catching up to Alex, like really catching up. Everyone's really tightly together as well. No one is actually separated from the pack, which creates more interesting things. That's Bagnaia readjusting himself.
Mia.
What about Mia?
Dropped down to 20th place.
Might be a transponder.
Yeah, and Martin's dropped 5 places. Zarco and Quadraro. Miller dropped a couple of places as well. Yeah, Miller's dropped down a few on that monitor. We have 2 timings up here. The one you see at home, which is the normal one, which gives us all the sectors. Then we have a positioning of intermediate times, which gives us the positions of every rider in each sector, plus how they come across the finish line. Morbidelli's pulling out a gap here. 7/10 to Marc Marquez. Is he going for it already? Or, well, I suppose there's no real go or slow point. It's just a go point, isn't it?
I hope.
Vinales now under pressure from Bagnaia, who's made up a stunning amount of places.
Alex, go keep Marc busy.
He's up 5 places, Pecco Bagnaia, already. This is how great that race start's been for him.
Fernandez has just lost a place to Patrick.
Yeah, here we go again then, down towards turn number 1. Morbidelli's a 1:53.491. Slipstream battle heaven in towards the first corner. Well, it was a confusing but great Formula 1 race we just had. We're in for an equally great and confusing MotoGP race. It's the Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
Well, who will be the telltale heart?
I don't know, but if you start hearing beating noises, then I'll be concerned.
We did when the F1 came onto the formation lap, do you remember? Yeah, it's already foreshadowing everything.
Uh-oh.
That 3 of 22 then, as you can see, 20 to go. However, we have now lost Fernandez and Chancha from the timing monitor, so that needs a bit of work.
Are they going to do much?
Maybe Augusto if he got back into it. And there on the Quartararo really had to step up there. Fermin Aldeguer is launching on the inside line and almost caused a huge accident. Track temperature dropped obviously in the Moto 2 race earlier on. And
He's
the Moto
passionate.
Yeah, and the Moto 3.
Maybe a bit too.
Moto 3, by the way, 9 thousandths of a second separated the winner at the line.
Jeez.
And it wasn't even the guy who was leading out the last corner.
Antonio is about to make a move on Alex Marquez and gets past him. Can Alex get the cut back though? No. Digi just immediately cuts that off and big...
Digi's in trouble. Digi's in trouble because he's got Mark, and Mark's taking our second one. More damage and debris all over. Alex puts his hand up. They've both gone wide. The man who's been second in every race so far this year has come together with yet another Ducati, and there's debris on the circuit. They might have to stop the race. At least no one went down. What is Alex doing today? That's taken out Digi. He put his hand up as well, but that was Alex's fault.
Alex, report to a pit lane.
That is ridiculous.
Not to change bikes, you're out. In my head, you're out.
Alex Marquez falls down. Where's he gone to? 7th only? No, that can't be right.
Bagnaia up into 3rd.
It is, and he's going on Quartararo now as well. And Bagnaia, yeah.
So,
great point, up to 3rd.
Digi passes Alex, and then all of a sudden, Alex stupidly tries to get the cut back in a place where he couldn't get the cut back. And cause an accident.
So what's happened to Mark's bike? He's lost a rear wing
for
end plate. Here it is again, Megan. This is 100% Alex's fault.
Yeah, he just straight on dive through. Incident under investigation currently, and
he put his hand up and say sorry.
Sorry, that doesn't cut it.
Yeah, that's got to be at least a long lap penalty. Can I just put out another one? Johan Zarco in 5th place. This might be his day. He's getting up really fast now.
What was he thinking?
Yeah, Alex and Digi dropping down in the sector times massively. This is such a shame to come into it. What on earth is happening?
Digi. You can do it. You can do it. You can climb back up and, I don't know, maybe make sure Alex is out. I don't know.
If the red flag comes out, then maybe you stand a chance with a restart. Because it'll be a standing start and race on which is null and void. But there is debris out there.
Then Morbidelli would be out.
But there's debris at the fastest section of the circuit. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but it may be at the fastest section, but it's slightly off of the circuit.
It's down 10, 11, it's down 12, 12, 13 and 14. This is where we are now, and I can see it. Yeah, it's there.
It's not even racing line, so they're not going to do anything about it.
And a long lap penalty for Alex Marquez has flashed upon our monitors.
That is justice.
Just one? He hit Mark, and now he's hit Digi.
True.
Double should be.
Second.
Yeah.
Something he's not going to be today.
It's been confirmed for irresponsible riding. Yeah, that's going to be a change of podium then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark is now under attack from Bagnaia. Here we go. We've been waiting for this one all season long. Marc Marquez is now vulnerable due to having that damage. He's got less aero and a track which so much aero is demanding. Bagnaia back to the inside line. Game on in the championship. Bagnaia passes Marc Marquez. Here we go, folks.
Oh, I just realised. Of course he wasn't able to pass Mark. He's only not been able to pass people so far this year.
With Alex in front of him.
When Alex is around him.
Bagnaia,
that's his cover.
As soon as one of the Marquezes makes an error, bang.
Bagnaia is straight on it.
He's capitalising when he needs to. He's doing exactly
when one of them is
thing.
weak.
Yeah.
Because the same happened last week.
Yeah, in America.
With Alex.
2 weeks' time until we head over to Jerez, where Bagnaia crashed in the sprint, but won the Grand Prix. That was a weird one. There's confirmation of that long lap penalty due to irresponsible riding. Flashed up on our monitor. So Morbidelli leads. Bagnaia's at 9 places. How? It's amazing. Sean says that's a dumb move by Mark, but Bagnaia must not repeat the error he made in quali yesterday. That was dipping it into turn 1.
Can he take Mark with him?
Mark's sticking to him like glue right now. And Vinales and Zarco. Even Aldeguer, what a strong performance on them so far.
Yeah, they've just turned up to say, hi, we're good at this too.
Yeah, finally. Great level there. Everyone on equal tyres and everyone on equal bikes for change. Here it is again, Megan. This is Digi on the inside of Alex. Digi makes a clean move, and then Alex, so as Travis goes inside, can't, so he cuts back to the outside line, and this was him on lap 1 hitting Mark.
What? So basically, 2 contacts, and it still doesn't. There's only 1 punishment.
Yeah.
There's Mark without that.
He's got 2 rear winglets on the back of his bike. The smaller one is gone, and the bigger one is dislodged. So that's going to be creating a load of negative effect down towards turn 1. And that's the battle for 6th, and that's Alex back up to 6th. Furman Aldeguer's down to 7th, but of course he's got that long lap penalty to serve.
Watch out, Zarko! He's liable to hurt you.
Nah, he's riding a Honda.
Doesn't matter.
It's only the Ducatis he seems to be having blood for today.
Careful.
It's a
Marini, you watch out too.
Simon's corrected me. It's a seat fin. That's what he's losing, a seat fin.
Would that cause trouble with Mark 0?
Yeah.
So could that be why he's dropping?
Massively, yeah. Alex Marquez will take the long lap loop here.
Yeah, there it is.
Where's he going to rejoin? That's the question.
Punishment. He deserves 2.
It's incredibly dirty, that off lap as well. So he's dropped down behind Marco Bezzecchi. So he's still in the points in 12th, battling with Brad Binder in 13th.
I feel really offended for Digi.
Our championship leader not having a great day. That's both Formula 1 and...
He's not championship leader anymore.
No, Marc Marquez will take over by 14 points to Bagnaia to 17. Morbidelli will actually come in within 27 points.
Woohoo!
Inside 1 weekend race win.
Continue about the F1.
What, F1? Think about it. Championship leader there. Had a penalty.
True.
Yeah.
Does that mean Mark can get one
faces
now?
from Shaq around there as well. It's one of those days, I'm afraid. I'm just checking to see if the boy... Oh, they have finished.
Oh,
yeah.
a little bit of a bad thing there for one of the Ducatis. Can't tell which.
Well, Bagnaia's ahead of Mark. Mark's behind, so...
Yeah, but I didn't see which one it was. I just saw the wheel.
Yeah. Hard to tell from that close-up angle we had.
Yeah.
Now, is Mark able to capitalise on the inside line? He's running under the brakes of Bagnaia, and this should be second place back. And Mark literally sort of elbow bumped him, and he's gone too deep. Bagnaia's going to get the cut back, but can't twitch it back. So Mark takes second place.
What is it with Marquez's today? They're just out to hurt people.
Timing screens are live right now with data and information. I'll say it. I'm enjoying this race. It's a good race, isn't it?
It is.
First good race we've had this year. This is why we should start in Bahrain and start in Qatar.
Yeah.
For both, because this is just giving us a good day.
It's a good start.
Yeah, back to back. First time since 2021. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm having for tea tonight?
Now I've got
Chicken and roast potatoes.
because it can all be done in the air fryer.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm seeing if carrots can be done in the air fryer. I'm going to look that up now, actually.
They can't. They burn. I've already done that for you.
Then I'm guessing I'm having no carrots.
It's tinned. Oh, we can't.
I'm
boil
not
them.
having. We can't boil them.
Alex is down to 10th. What's happened to him? Because Alex was running
Long
in...
lap penalty.
No, because Alex... Oh, he's now up into 12th. No, hang on a minute. He was behind... He's just past Marco Bezzecchi. There we go. There we go.
He's fine.
He's okay. I wanted to double check that before I spoke again because it was weird how much it was closing up together.
Digi slowly making his way back.
Marquez back in front of Bagnaia. Not sure that was the smartest play. 63 was closing down on Morbidelli nicely for them. Says Simon. I agree with you there, my friend.
Miller, if you're going to go down now.
Oh, and there goes Vinales on the inside of Bagnaia, splitting the two Ducatis. So Bagnaia was closing on Morbidelli, and now he's lost the toe. Bagnaia is going to be a sitting duck to the rest of the field. He's going to try to get back ahead of Vinales, pulls the inside line down towards turn 1, but he can't beat the KTM, which is superior on the brakes. We know that for a long old.
May I introduce the Ducati referee?
Yeah, Maverick Vinales, who arguably maybe should be on a Ducati.
Yes.
He's one of our best riders in this series. He should be on a Ducati.
I don't see why he isn't and why he's just on KTM.
Yeah, he got kicked out. Yeah, Vinales has some serious pace, says Shaqraf. Absolutely he does. Even Zarco. Zarco's in 5th.
KTM's actually doing quite well today.
Yeah, all of them, all 4 of them. Because even though there are KTM, Red Bull, Tech 3,
they're in the point.
yeah, because there's Factory and Tech 3, but the Tech 3 have got the same bike as the Factory. So basically, it's just all one big KTM team.
Yeah, one big happy family. Well.
And Vinales is on that Tech 3 bike, remember, but it is still a Factory bike. Vinales is actually on that Tech 3 team.
They're doing best.
But it is the same. Mark is a genius, says Tao. 17, that's the case. Morbidelli's been closed in now as well by Mark. We're now watching Mark having to defend against Maverick. Is this Maverick's day? Like it was last year. Do you remember?
It could be.
I found the solution to make MotoGP work. Put everyone on exactly the same tyre compound, front and rear.
Because it just makes it more interesting.
Well, the tyre wear issues we had
It's closer.
Yeah, everyone's been having to lift off for tyre pressure issues, haven't they, all season long? First time we come to Qatar where that's not going to be a problem. Bang! Great race. What's broken in MotoGP? Oh, yeah, I know.
Pads.
Yeah. They can't overtake because they've got to keep tyre pressures up.
But we're all in pack racing as well.
We are. The gap, even to Tom Katchancha, is only 3 seconds. In the WCR race we had earlier on, there was 50 seconds separating the field. In the World Superbike race, 3 seconds separated first and second. Until Bulliger's engine blew up, but still. It's been bike.
It would be 2 seconds, but obviously Chantra for some reason is just falling behind.
And Bagnaia closing in. This is championship then, so Marc Marquez will lead by just 16 points, as did he.
Miller's just moved down a lot.
Is he stopped to the... Yeah.
Miller's crashed!
Are you just cursing everything? That's 2 predictions you've done and 2 predictions right.
It's totally correct as well.
Frank and Morbidelli to win the race, Jack Miller to crash was what Megan said as they were lining up actually on the grid. Morbidelli leads immediately into turn 1 and now Miller's crashed 9 laps into the race.
Said he was the first to crash as well.
Rider okay, which is good news. Well, it seems like the magic finger Matilda is still working.
Yeah. Spread him over.
Vinales closing on the back of Marc Marquez then, the gap close between them. Okay, well done. 2 predictions and 2 right. An injured lion is most dangerous, says Marc Marquez, says Tal about Marc, that was him quoting it. Marc is really defending against. And Miller's back.
Still crashed.
Yes, that's true, but Miller's rejoined the race.
Not for long.
Yeah. So he did crash, Megan, but he's rejoined, so...
He's the only one that's actually crashed.
Yeah, that flashed up on our monitor as a problem.
He won't last long.
Vinales is going to be on a pace here, I can tell you now. He's going to be super down that back straight. Here we go again. Vinales on a KTM Tech 3, still a factory bike. He's about to overtake a factory Ducati. On the inside, slipstream and a half. Mark goes late on the brakes. Maverick Vinales! Batmav goes through. He's got to, with winglets here today, this has got to be back to Top Gun with Maverick.
Sure. Also, I just realised something. I said to the screen about a lap ago, Miller, if you're gonna crash, please just do it now.
He did, yeah, I remember, yeah. He's done it, he's back up again. He's now 33 seconds behind the field.
He's following orders.
We're trying to ride a tracker in here for this series.
Oh, is he going to the pit lane?
Yeah. I want, let's have a look. He's still in sector 4, has he crashed again?
We'll see.
No, Miller's just stopped in the 4th sector. Miller's in the pits, yeah. He's out of the race. And Digi has been... Fabio Di Giannantonio has been told to drop 1 position. Ah, that's why.
What, because he didn't lose enough?
No, he's clipped the back of Juan Mir, and that's why Mir dropped down as well. Yeah. So, look, on the inside line, Digi goes and he just touched that. Joe, he's damaged off the winglet, but 9 times out of 10, front wheel to rear wheel contact involves going down the deck. So well done for both of them to keep it on. And Digi has let Mir through. Meantime, we're going to have a lead change here. Maverick Vinales has caught up 8 tenths to Morbidelli, and Mark Vinales is going to lead. Well, it's not over yet. It's still
Where did you come from?
Where did you go? Here comes Maverick up the inside. No. 60,000 to the last mini sector.
Defend!
Morbidelli is going to have to really put on some pressure. Vinales is going to go for it on the inside.
Good,
they're so close. 39 thousandths of a second as they come out of the last corner. Down the start-finish straight. Morbidelli can't get the bike stood up fast enough. Vinales can. He goes towards the pit wall. And Maverick Vinales takes the lead. Here comes Marc Marquez. Late on the brakes. 3 wide into turn 1. Marc goes alongside Morbidelli. Vinales leads. Marc still battling with Morbidelli, and he takes 2nd position. Morbidelli down to 3rd. And here comes Bagnaia.
Well, at least he led for a bit.
Vinales on a KTM Tech 3 leads. Yes,
That's your influence.
But here comes Mark. Well, it's halfway, and we've still got halfway to go. And there's Bezzecchi passing Morbidelli for
Vinales, take Mark out.
But Morbidelli's come back on the inside. He's repassed Bagnaia. And Bagnaia's on the outside coming into turn 7.
Bagnaia, leave this battle alone.
Oh, this is amazing. I love this race.
I feel like I'm playing chess.
It's feeling like that type of day, isn't it? Vinales leads, but for only as long as Mark will allow him. It's another cat and mouse.
I want Vinales to take Mark out.
Then Vinales won't win.
I know.
Morbidelli's through. Bagnaia's going on the inside, but he's going to run in too deep. Morbidelli will get the cutback on the inside. Yeehaw! In we go. And that's going to be tight between the two of them.
Kick him.
Well, Morbidelli's back ahead anyway. Bagnaia's going to have the inside, but he's going to back out of that down 10-14. He's gone in, but he's gone too deep. Morbidelli on the switchback. Bagnaia on the curve. Morbidelli inside at turn 13. He goes wide. Bagnaia gets the comeback. And here comes Johan Zarco into the mix of things for third position. This is absolutely box office stuff here in MotoGP's Qatar Grand Prix. So many different manufacturers involved in it as well.
Well, at least Morbidelli led.
Vinales might not lead for much longer. Here comes Marc Marquez. The Ducati, even with a damaged winglet, is still so much faster in straight line speed. Can he get the run on the inside line? No. Into the braking zone, he can't get through, but the gap was close. And Ayagur has dropped a couple of places.
No, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He's just went wide.
Shakran says, finally a fun Sunday race. Bang on, the sprints have been okay, but Sundays have been boring. Wake up, everybody! This championship is alive! Oh, this is what we needed. A bit of injection after such a busy weekend up here in the commentary box on JB Motorsports. We're ending on a banger. Before, of course, we then go into NASCAR and IndyCar, which might go a bit downhill.
Yes.
Bastianini's up to 13th.
If you know, you can just get them three in a line.
Yeah. Morbidelli will just have the slipstream. But can we count out that maybe Zarco on a Honda could win? And not even the main Honda, the LCR Honda. Zarco's... He's so much faster. This could be a race win on his hands.
It is a possibility.
Zarco's going to get through Morbidelli! He's on the inside! Honda passing Ducati!
Okay, so apparently I'm controlling the ones who crash, and you're controlling the ones that seem to want to win.
Zarco goes through into 4th position. Oh boy!
Is someone listening to us? I mean, obviously someone's listening to us, but
yeah, 4,391 of them. Hello, everyone.
Like, fate-wise,
I don't know, but this is a stunner. Keep it going. Marc Marquez on the back of Vinales. The gap 0.2 of a second. Gigi Dell'Ineo watching on in the Ducati garage. Look at the sector times. They're matching each other time and time again. This is not changing at all. This is superb.
I can't believe a Honda's 4th.
It's over 210 mile an hour. Down we go to turn 1. They're a bit spread out this time. Can I just ask, guess who's coming into this? Fermin Aldeguer on the Grassini.
What's been up with him this weekend? It's just been straight on.
I think he's finally got those. It's the first weekend where the GP24s are Mir pits. That's damaged due to that Digi crash. It's the first weekend where the GP24s have got a slight upgrade to closer, so they're all closing up again.
Digi has been hurt, and then he's hurt someone else.
Tal says, Honda, power of dreams.
My nightmares.
So, Miller's out. I think Mia's going to be out as well.
Yeah, it looks like.
You don't usually pit in a race, do you?
No. Basically, like, certain not going to win. Then again, we did have that one period of time where there was, I think it was Binder was in the pits for a very long time, and then for some reason came out of the pits.
Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it. So look, this is battle for 7th. Alex Marquez on Pedro Costa on the inside of turn 1.
Be careful! He's liable to a lot of things.
He is that indeed. Yeah, Mia's officially retired from the race, as Lou points out, yeah. So we're down to 20. Mark was wrestling a Honda Ducati without ring small water, yeah. Mark is an absolute monster, for sure. 10 to go.
That's my team, What about that?
This is the battle for mid-pack as well, by the way, that was still so close together. And this
Honestly,
is...
I can't tell what is mid-pack anymore.
Well, this is Alex Marquez in 7th, but then it's Acosta who's holding up Quartararo, Binder, Marini, Bezzecchi,
It's,
Bastianini, Iger wins as well.
so Alex is leading mid-pack. I think I've got the things. Top pack is 1 to 6, and then 7 to
13.
15
Yeah.
is
Last
mid-pack, and then everything else is
Outside the points paying positions, yeah. There's Martin, though, still running in 17th. How important is it for him to actually finish this race, Max? That's what his goal's going to be, do a race distance.
He's in lower pack, so he's got a good chance. They usually last a long time.
I'd say just get it done to run a race distance, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, this is like his tester. Now, I am going to pop out for a minute or two.
Oh, okay. Is that what you were messaging? What a race. What a battle as they come through. Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag, sector 2. Raul Fernandez.
I didn't do
Oh, it's Augusto. Sorry, it's Augusto Fernandez has gone down. Augusto Fernandez is out of the race. He says rider okay, but that's in the yellow flag sector 2.
I didn't do that one.
No, you didn't do that one. Off you pop. You've got 9 laps. This is absolutely amazing racing so far. It does say rider okay, so I'll take it. There he is, yeah, walking away, which is good news. Sorry, Augusto, on the Yamaha. Now, battle for the lead. Vinales now 3 tenths to Marc Marquez, and then there's 8 tenths between Marc and Pecco. Martins. No! Out goes Jorge Martin! He's crashed out! And he is collapsing to the floor in knees, knees down, arms holding him up, helmet down. No, he's on the curb at turn 14 and he's fallen on his opposite arm. So he's fallen on his good arm. That's about all you can get. And Martin, all he needed was a good race. I said it a moment ago and he's down. I just hope he hasn't injured himself more. He says okay, rider okay, but oh. I think the collective group of everybody watching right now says to Jorge Martin, a round of applause for a stunning effort. That is superhuman to come in and do a race distance at Qatar of all places. The toughest race of the season, and he comes back and makes it 15 laps in. Round of applause for Jorge Martin. Thank you, Jacques Ram, as well. Round of applause. That is disappointing, but I just hope he's not injured. Yellow flag is still out while they'll attend to him and make sure he's okay off the circuit. That means no overtaking down into turn 15, which is an opportunity to overtake. So that's going to cool this race down just a little bit. And I really hope Martin will be okay. He was sort of arms down, knees are bent, and yeah, they might have to red flag this one because they're still assisting to him now. There's marshals right in the firing line. He's okay, he's conscious, let's not mistake that, but doctor's just treating him there. He looks a bit out of breath and he almost looked like he was going to collapse, bless him. So the field has gone through. At the moment, no sign of the red flag, but I'd hope they'll get him out of there ASAP because the whole field has just blitzed past him in a very unsafe part of the track. 7 laps to go of the Qatar Grand Prix. Vinales leads for Marc Marquez and Pecco Bagnaia. That's your top 3 that are running together, but Marc is attacking Vinales. The 2 fractured Ducatis are on the attack of the Tech 3 Aprilia and the Tech 3 KTM. It's unbelievable what we're seeing. And they're still battling hard for 7th place as well. Alex, Acosta, Quartararo, Binder, Bezzecchi, Marini, Bastianini, Agura, Rins all in there as well. Raul Fernandez now too far back. He's outside the points paying positions. Marc Marquez looks stronger down into turn 7. Vinales leaves the door open. He goes way too deep, and that's a mistake that can't be allowed. Whether that was tactical or not, because Vinales did not look like he was going to let it through, but Marc Marquez takes the lead of the Qatar Grand Prix at the inside line in turn 7, and to me that looked planned from Vinales. Maybe to try and get the tyre temperatures down. Yellow flag is still out at 13, 14 and 15, so I'm surprised they haven't just stopped the race to get him out of the way, really, but they will be reluctant. I just hope that the riders are taking note and they won't crash in that part of the circuit. We're into that part now. Yellow flag's been out for... we go green, thank God for that. That's good news then. I hope Jack Miller is okay. Sorry, Jorge Martin is okay. Miller already went down. Miller's in the pits, he's fine. I just hope that Jorge Martin is okay after that crash. Just catching the curb, exit of 13, losing the front when he tried to regain the track. He was already half with the steering column and going down on his opposite arm that he injured. So it's on his okay arm, which I suppose is the best you can do, but it winded him a lot. So 6 laps to go, and Marquez leads to Vinales as they come down in towards the braking zone for turn number 1. Stunning race. If Mark somehow wins this race, I don't know what else I can say, says Sean. Give Mark a fighter, he takes the whole arm. Now, give Mark a finger, he takes the whole arm. I like that. You can tell there, that's a good one. He's certainly done that today. Marquez, Vinales and Bagnaia, un, deux, trois, on said list right now. And still the battle brewing between them all. Let's have a replay. It's now, look, in the braking zone, there's no way that Binder outbraked himself. He's on the line, and he was looking to see where Mark was. That was planned. Vinales let Mark through, similar to how Mark let Alex through in Thailand. That was a planned manoeuvre made to make sure that there was something else for the last couple of laps. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll see where that boils down to shortly. Still, the gap at 0.298. Vinales and Mark, a handshake between them in the comments. It's feeling like that, to be fair, at the moment. It's a bizarre race day. But a good race day, a happy race day. Top 3 now battling together. They've dropped everybody else. Zarco with Morbidelli. And Bezzecchi passes Binder for 10th place. So they've changed places there as well. This idea for a medium front, medium rear for everybody has really worked. Stunning drive. Over the line then. Has the race quietened down with Mark leading, or is Vinales going to do a last attack? Megan returns to the commentary box. I'll put her headset on and tell her, sorry, to take a look right there.
What the hell happened?
Martin crashed out. We had a yellow flag for 2.5 laps. He's okay.
Is that okay?
He looked a bit windy. He landed on his opposite arm, but he looked a bit winded.
He's going for the other arm.
Yeah, but he looked okay. As okay as you can be. But the one thing he didn't want to happen happened at the fastest part of the track. Yeah.
Turn 1?
10, 15, 10, 13, 12, 13, 14, the little...
Ah, that bit.
Yeah.
Why has that only just come up?
It hasn't. It's been wrong for a while. Oh, and Mark leads. Vinales went wide. I say wide because it was turn 7. He looked back to see where Mark was. I don't think that was a mistake. That was planned. A little bit of a tyre saving, I would assume. We're watching now Franco Morbidelli on his onboard as well as Mark Marquez. I switched to 14. I go down to 15th place. What?
Did you go for Twitch?
And all hell breaks loose. How the way the cookie crumbles. Mark's now...
Now I want cookies.
Sorry. Mark's 6/10 ahead now. Oh, and Martin has been taken to the medical centre for a checkup. Oh.
He's not ready yet.
Fair's fair, he came back, but yeah. Medical centre for Jorge Martin.
You were just saying about how it was important to him to finish that race.
I did, yeah. And he goes down the next lap. I'm taking your idea.
It was next lap!
It was about 30 seconds after I said it, actually. It was as soon as you left the commentary box, you shut the doors and he went down.
You didn't shout me back!
I went, no, Martin goes down. I thought you would have heard him rush back.
No.
Yeah. Soundproofing works then.
It was...
4 to go. Mark's going to win another race, ladies and gentlemen, unless Vinales got something. But the gap now 8/10 of a second.
I walked slow back to the thing as well.
It's going to be, hello, what's this? Mark's new fastest lap, 1:52.662. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, he does. It's flashing.
I'm glad that was 6:62 and not something else.
Yeah. Sign of the devil.
Yeah.
I don't think El Diablo Fabio Quartararo is coming through there.
Him being in red doesn't really help the situation.
little devil horns as well. So. Vinales still in second. For Vinales to be second, that's impressive. But it's going to be our first different second place of the season.
Woohoo!
Because out of 7 races so far, it's been Alex Marquez. Mr. Consistent. Today, Mr. Angry.
Mister, I want to bring down everyone.
You get knocked down, you don't go back up again. Because I am Alex Marquez.
Did you try?
Yeah. And he said he took out Mia.
He passed on the baton.
I think Mia must have had chain damage or something where that is, because he came back into the pit lane and retired. So whatever it was, it broke something on the rear left assembly. Well, 2 weeks' time, it's the Spanish Grand Prix at Jerez. I'll be commentating trackside from Donington Park. Moto 3 and Moto 2 will be on JB Motorsports 2 with the World Feed commentary. Megan will be hosting those. And then me and Megan will be commentating on the MotoGP racing on JB Motorsports, the main YouTube channel as well. Sprint race will also be on JB2. Mark, new fastest lap again. 1:52.561.
Can he slow down?
Look at Morbidelli getting ahead of Zarco for 4th. Vinales is one of those few riders to podium on 4 more different manufacturers, surely. He's like the new Alex Barras. Yeah, he is.
He's versatile.
KTM, this will be another one. This will be, well, yeah, Vinales is 1 on 4. What was it Suzuki, Yamaha?
Didn't we have this last year?
Honda, yeah. Vinales is going to have it again, yeah. Yeah, what was he on last year, Vinales? Aprilia. So this would be another one with KTM. Hasn't won yet, but he's one of the most successful. Yeah.
In time.
What did he go on? Suzuki, Yamaha, then he was on Aprilia, and now he's at KTM. 4 different manufacturers. Has he only done 4? I think he has, hasn't he? He's won with 3, and now podium with 4.
Has he ever been with Ducati?
I'm trying to rack my brain if he has or not. I don't think Vinales has ridden a Ducati.
I think they might consider him after this.
Yeah. Just to make sure they get their status as the top 5.
Yeah.
Although Zarco's breaking down as well, and Zarco did ride a Ducati.
Zarco is an anomaly in many things.
Alex Marquez might have a few punches after the race being dealt to him. Mainly by D'Antonio. Second fastest man on the circuit right now is Digi.
When you think Mark is going to be the one holding him back.
And he was, yeah, he'll
Then they're going to swap.
Yeah, he'll knee him in the groin later on tonight on the way home.
Just like you had to damage my bike.
Yeah, like when Brian got Stewie back by throwing the bus.
Yeah.
So you don't know when it's coming, but it'll come. Mark leads there by 1.2 seconds now to Vinales as we enter 2 laps to go. Stunning race day. It's been really good. Coming up on JB Motorsports, NASCAR from Bristol Motor Speedway. Myself, Matthew Owens, and Jack will be calling the action. That starts 7:30 British Summer Time in about 50 minutes. And then at 9:30, Josh Turner and Tom Cairns and Omi will bring you coverage of the 50th Grand Prix at Long Beach. The third round of the NTT IndyCar Series as well. 9:30 British Summer Time. Both streams available now to set your reminders for on JB Motorsports. And I get told to do this. Please do remember to like and subscribe and turn your bell on for notifications when we go live. As we've got so many different things. I know, because I don't like asking. If people like the channel,
Joshua's more just like, if you want to, do it.
Yeah. Like if you like what you see, it's up to you. I don't like being one of those people to say it. I like doing. If you enjoy the vibe here, come for a chat.
It gets more chaotic.
Yeah, join the family. I don't like people to say you must do this and you must come join us. No, I would invite
Feels like a
people.
Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, I invite people to join us. If you like it, come and have a fun, and we'll read out. Charles says as well. Qatar, Pecco's track. Mark, hold my wings. John says, Mark battling Bagnaia for 3.5 seconds. Here is Mark now. And the Fredster 32 says, yep, won on Suzuki in 2016. That was it, yeah, at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. I remember now. Wet race, actually. It was a good day. What have you spotted?
Bashanini just passed Binder.
Ah! Finally.
He's in the fight again.
So that's into 12th position as well, and that's going to be behind Luca Marini. Last lap then for Marc Marquez, who will win 3 out of the 4 races of Grand Prix, but 7 out of the 8 races this year. That must really annoy him. Nobody's perfect. That should be Marc Marquez's 2024 schedule.
You tried.
On DNF, like that Porsche graphic at Red Bull.
It's like last year when I missed Japan and Joshua did not let it go.
Yeah, but so far you've done every race this year. Apart from MotoGP, but this doesn't count. It's Formula 1 that counts.
Yeah.
For your stats. Because MotoGP, even I miss races.
Yeah, but last year I think I did every single race of MotoGP.
I cannot remember if you did or didn't. I think you did, yeah.
I might have missed one, I'm not sure.
I know I've missed MotoGP races.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's how the race goes. You've already missed one this year from MotoGP in sprints.
Yeah.
2 sprints actually.
Because I'm busy.
Park timing. No.
Ditto.
Yeah, fair dues with that. Still, I'm not here for Moto3 or Moto2 next time out. I'm only here for Sprint and Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
Because I'm at Donington, trackside for touring cars, in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, we're trackside for coverage.
Which reminds me, you need to buy your tickets.
Yes, I'll do that now, yeah. And actually, just a big reminder, Tuesday, we are live trackside at Donington Park for the British Touring Car Championship with cameras the whole day and timings. The whole team travelling down there. So make sure to join us for that one. And that's going to be live on JB Motorsports. Final sector though, and what a race for Marc Marquez. It will be his 65th career MotoGP victory, his 91st overall, and for the first time since 2014 he's going to win a Qatar Grand Prix. Nobody's perfect. 7 out of 8. Marc Marquez wins the Qatar Grand Prix. Maverick Vinales, a stunning second. 3rd for Pecco Bagnaia. Franco Morbidelli in 4th. And Johan Zarco's in 5th place. What? 6th. Oh, don't break the flag. 6th place for Fernand Aguirre. Alex Marquez comes home 7th. Quartararo's 8th. Pedro Costa 9th and Marco Bezzecchi 10th. Marini 11th. Bastianini's 12th. Rins 13th. Binder 14th. And Ayagura gets the last points paying position. Digis in 16th. Raul Fernandez 17th. Somkat Chancho 18th. Out. Jorge Martin, Augusto Fernandez, Juan Mir and Jack Miller. Mark and Alex have a little conversation on the bikes. And a little bit of a punch says, lap 1, you hit me. Lap 1.
We were talking about this at dinner.
Don't think he's happy there.
No, he is not.
I'd like to see that later on, but Mark was straight away, yeah, I've won a race, but yeah, lap 1, you hit me. Lap 1.
It's like, what went on there? You should have beaten me in Monopoly. It was planned.
114 MotoGP podiums in the Premier class now for Marc Marquez. He equals Jorge Lorenzo. But it's 153 across all 3 classes. Right, you've got stomach things that you've done it for a couple of hours now.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the race?
I thought it was very good, and it's nice to know that my prediction skills are still great.
Still got it. Not lost your touch. Right.
Apparently I was predicting Morbidelli leading into turn 1.
See you in Saudi.
Bye-bye.
Let's head down to TNT Sports for post-race reaction as Marc Marquez wins the Qatar Grand Prix.
It's a horrible feeling when you realise it, because you're like, oh, you'd think it'd be a good feeling.
No. Tyre pressure for Maverick Vinales under investigation, which usually is quite spot on. This could well be a 16-second penalty.
And drama as Maverick Vinales is under investigation for entire infringement, which means it might be a Ducati 1-2, Megan. I know, a bit stupid that, isn't it?
Morbidelli gets on the podium, though.
That is a good point. Now, we might have a bit of a delay here for the podium if that's the case, because Morbidelli might go to 3rd, but Vinales is under investigation for a tyre infraction. Do you reckon that would be a penalty? 9 times out of 10 it is.
I hope not for him, but probably.
Thanks, Max. We'll head back to TNT. We'll keep you updated.
What does that mean then? Well, that means that there's more temperature on your front tyre, the pressure goes up.
Makes it harder to pass.
Exactly.
So causes problems for you.
Exactly. So the team will have set it for that. The problem is when he got to the front, how many laps was he leading for? A lot.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So what does that mean? That means Bagnaya's second, and that means Morbidelli's third.
Yeah, all Ducati podium it looks like, because that will be a 16-second penalty. That would put Maverick Viñales, you're not going to believe this, 14th.
I'll tell you what, as well, it'd be a gift for Bagnaia.
We'd have 16 seconds, it'd be 17.8 behind, and everyone down to Binder would be promoted, he'd go 14th. Marc Marquez celebrates in Parc Fermé. And they brought Maverick in. We'll let him celebrate. Let him celebrate. But when it's under investigation, we'll see. Maybe it's a cracked rim. Maybe it's something like that. We've had it before. That kind of thing, or a loose. What was it? A loose valve we've had before. It's not what the championship needs at this moment. He's provided amazing action tonight.
Totally agree.
Round of applause from his team.
Damage limitation for Alex Marquez.
In the end.
Obviously, he made a mistake. It happens. Do you know what? Look at that. No wing on the front. Big impact. It happens. It's so close racing.
Which impact was that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the Digi one, wasn't it?
3 wins out of 4 for Marc Marquez in Grand Prix this year. And extends his lead back out to 18 points over his brother Alex. He was challenged though today, you have to say, but once again saved something and was then the strongest in the latter stages, and that's where it told.
Setting the fastest lap with what, 5 laps to go? Well, back-to-back fast laps, that's what did it, and that just, it breaks your spirit.
You feel like the first couple of, and even in Austin, he was just doing enough.
Yeah.
Today he's had to work, hasn't he?
That's what it definitely felt like. So pleased for Maverick. Smiley character around the paddock, always has been. Obviously really up and down as a rider, but when he's good, wow, he's incredible.
Let's hope it isn't confirmed.
Let's hope it's not.
Yeah, Heinz Kinnegadner celebrating with him.
What's hard as well is when you work with someone like Maverick is you know the potential he's got. So when he's having an off weekend or he gets a bad start,
couldn't quite hear any of that down there, unfortunately. I'm sure we'll get all the behind the scenes later. There's some great footage, wasn't there, from the USA of the off-mic stuff. You were saying there's a lot of it going on. The riders are at that point now, aren't they, where they're sort of, you wonder if they're starting to guard things that they say a little bit.
Definitely, yeah. The riders don't like it because it is a little bit like you're spying in on an important private conversation.
It's great for the fans, though, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
Of course, it's all about the show, isn't it?
Yeah, talk this week that the Liberty Media takeover will go through. That was a Reuters news line. Right, let's hear from Pecco Bagnaia. From 11th on the grid, he scores a 3rd place on the podium.
Pecco, a brilliant recovery ride to come through to the podium from the 4th row of the grid after the frustration of yesterday. Just how nice is it to be on the podium?
It's nice to be on the podium, but I'm very angry about yesterday because if I can do it today on Sunday, I need to do it also on Saturday. It's more or less always the same story, but we have to be satisfied about today. Starting from that position, it's always complicated to understand the strategy, so I pushed a lot in the last laps. I was out of rear tires, but in any case, happy for the team because they are always doing a fantastic job, and we just need to continue in this way.
A great ride, well done.
Thank you.
Needs to sort out Saturdays. Yeah, he did it last year, let's not forget.
He won quite a lot of sprints, didn't he?
Last year, he won more sprints than Jorge Martin, the king of the sprint.
I think in reality with Pecco, it just has the odd, really bad Saturday. That was such a good battle between these two.
This one here now. Frankie coming back through.
The Frankie one at that point worried me a bit because it felt a bit lungy, that one.
It was, wasn't it?
Oh, that was, yeah. Come on, mate.
A heart-in-mouth moment for Valentino Rossi watching on.
And that one was where Bagnaia had crashed yesterday. That was such a brave move. Oh. Do you know there's millimetres between them at that point?
Got his blinkers on. Brilliant. Right, let's hope that Maverick Vinales' result stands. He's talking down there to Jack Appleyard.
Maverick Vinales, where on earth did that come from? After all of the struggles, all of the frustration, what does it mean to put a KTM on the podium?
Time. It means a lot. It means that we are doing an incredible job. It's obvious to adapt to a new bike is not easy, but somehow we have to enjoy this result because I tried to keep in the front. Maybe this race for sure make a click, and this is something unbelievable, but you know, we must be very happy. Thank you, KTM, thank you, Tech 3, thank you, Red Bull, for this opportunity because it's been amazing, and once again, we are close to the top, so very happy and very pleased with all the job. Thank you, guys.
A quite incredible ride. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Brilliant. On the verge of winning with 4 different manufacturers today, Maverick Vinales. It wasn't quite to be, but that is a shot in the arm for KTM.
Absolutely, and they need it more than anyone.
Yeah, the fear was they've gone to the back of the queue in terms of potential.
As far as manufacturers go.
Yeah. Acosta was 9th, Binder was 14th, Bastianini was 12th. And yet, this man finishes in 2nd place.
Yeah, just 1.8 seconds off the win.
16 seconds ahead of Brad Binder, more or less. Just under. Frankie Morbidelli misses out. Led, didn't he? Did well leading in those earlier laps.
He did,
not
really
able
well.
to just keep it rolling. Still fought back to beat Zarco to the line. Another doff of the cap to Zarco in the meantime.
Yeah, some riders really proving their worth, getting the most out of their packages. It's a real split when you look through the field.
Well, they came for Mark early today, didn't they? But he rode off to take the victory. He extends his championship lead.
Here in Qatar, take control of the championship lead. You've said all week, this isn't your circuit, so just how special is it to be victorious here for the first time in over 10 years?
I told you before the race, I need to manage the front tires, so for that reason, in the first part of the race, I was quiet. Morbidelli was going, but I predict, I understand yesterday with the rhythms that he will be not fast in the second part of the race. But then when Pecco overtook me, I said, okay, now start the race. And then I start to push. Big surprise when Maverick overtook me. In one time I thought that was Acosta, but then, because normally it's the fastest KTM, but then when I saw Maverick, it was a great surprise. He was super fast, but I had that margin for the end, like that. These last 2-3 tenths, yeah, victory in Qatar, amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, fancy mistaking Batmav for Acosta there. An incredible race. It had a little bit of everything. And let's just keep the wind in our sails at the moment until we know about Maverick and what will happen with the tyre pressures. Let's not go down that scenario yet until we've got the conclusion. But it was a phenomenal race. And actually, it was interesting just hearing Mark all weekend, in fact, all year, he's talked about this not being his race, which makes it even sweeter for him.
Yeah, you can see what it means to him. He controlled it, he called it. Strategy again, didn't push his front tyre too hard, allowed the race to come to him. Challenges came from different people. He didn't expect it to be Maverick Vinales. None of us did, but Mark was there to respond and break the lap record at the end.
I was talking through the race, and I said to our cameraman Alex, and we never even mentioned Maverick. I'm so annoyed with myself. And he went, well, why would you? And fair enough, really, because so far this season there was no reason to. But Alex Marquez, Mark's brother, he was wild today.
Yeah, he was more aggressive. To be fair, we've said, and he would have known he needed to be more aggressive to try and beat Mark today, and he tried really hard. So first thing was at the start, you know, he knew that Mark maybe was going to be a little bit on the back foot to activate those tires at the start of the race, and Alex was straight in there. Look at him there, going up the inside in second position and clipping the back, the rear of Marc Marquez. So yeah. Alex was super aggressive, a little bit too aggressive, so he got away with this one. That was just a little bit of a clip, and the Stegosaurus aero bit of Mark coming off his bike there, so he just broke one bit, and then the other bit, yeah, it was sort of half broken there, so no damage there. But for Alex, yeah, there was to be a second maneuver that we're going to see now.
Lap 3 on Digi.
Yeah, this is it. So Digi goes up the inside of Alex. Alex gets back at him and he's right in his exhaust there. So this is flat out, turn 11, up to 5th gear. And when you go into 12 there, it's like he misses his braking marker, so he can't stop at all. He's sort of sucked in the aero of DG and hit him really hard. So yeah, that was that deserved the penalty, which he did get, and ruined his race. So Alex Marquez, you know, it's a fine line in between not aggressive enough and too aggressive there. He's just, I
think a lot of people were cheering on the first one to stick it to his brother, and then the second one not so much because it changed the complexion of the race for Alex and indeed for Digi, who had a chance. So that was a shame. But Maverick Vinales today was exceptional, wasn't he?
He really was. He looked like Maverick when he won in 2021 in the Yamaha. The way he was turning into turn 15 behind Mark. He had everything under control. I think we doubted him. Manu Cajo obviously doubted him because he started with the tyre pressure too low. Never expecting him to lead for half the race.
So lap 8.
This was his move into the final turn, but he just looks so strong in the braking zones. Then obviously we know the KTM's quite fast. He's got the draft. This is him actually with Pecco trying to draft him back, but strong on the brakes into turn 1 and fends him off. He came out of nowhere and it was just so good. Maverick is an enigma.
Batmav came out of the shadows to try to save us from the Ducati Cup, but it didn't quite happen today. But it was an incredible race from him, and let's not forget, you know, he has been a winner around here before. Of course, it was on a Yamaha a couple of times. He loves this track and he's great around here, but it just seemed as though Mark had too much once again for everybody. I mean, if you're putting in your fastest laps at the end of the race, what can they do? They did try to duff him up at the start, but he was there and he took the lead, and it was his race.
Yeah, Mark was basically managing, you know, the start of the race. Mark was just letting the race come to him and trying not to thrash his front tire too much. He was keeping some reserve for the end of the race, keeping some tire as well, you know, tire degradation. We know here you have to, you know, you can't attack the whole race. So Mark just controlled it. To be fair, it was closer than we thought it was going to be, and Vinales was the surprise. I mean, it wasn't just a surprise for us, it was a surprise for Mark as well. Mark just said it, I couldn't believe it, seeing Vinales there. It was funny to see Vinales was running the bike without the, you know, the big seat unit, the big mass damper. I just wonder if they came back to the 2024 configuration.
That's what Pedro's been talking about.
Yeah, last year Brad Binder was twice second in the sprint and in the race, and he was super competitive, really close to the win as well. So yeah, it looks like the KTM in that configuration works really well around here, and Vinales capitalized on it.
Just a little question about Mark losing one of the teeth from the Stegosaurus. Would he have felt that at all, or only at the time when it actually...
Yeah, he'd have felt the impact from brother Alex, but on the track it probably wouldn't have caused him any issues whatsoever. Those are on there. They do help stability through fast corners. We do have a few of them around here, but I don't think from what we've seen it was causing him any issues whatsoever.
And a word about Franco Morbidelli, because while we were on the grid, and I couldn't say this at the time, but Valentino got hold of Franco Morbidelli just before they went out, and he was really like saying to him, you've got to get into Mark, get stuck into him. It was very visual, very vocal. We wish that the World Feed had the mic over, actually, but you could tell exactly what he was saying. And Franco, he was like a scolded cat off the start, wasn't he?
Yeah, maybe he motivated him a little bit too much. Franco did start really fast. I mean, the first few laps...
You've got to motivate Franco.
He was like, wow, he's pulling away. At one point, he had just over a second place. So yeah, Morbidelli started really fast, but then his rhythm was just not quite there. So yeah, maybe he gave a little bit too much at the start, but nevertheless for Frankie it's another really solid weekend. Yeah, and a great job for him and the VR46.
Absolutely, yeah. Podium yesterday and just off the podium today. Let's enjoy it now.
Yeah, Ducati celebrate their 4th win, of course, for the factory team this year. 3 to Marquez, 1 to Bagnaia last time out. Today it's 3rd for Pecco, after his 3rd in Thailand, 4th in Argentina, and the win in the USA racks up his 3rd podium of the year. Maverick Vinales, his best result before tonight this year was 12th, and he puts it on there. He is under a tyre pressure investigation, but let's hope that it's not the case. Let's hope it is a valve leak like we had for Pedro Acosta, if you remember, in Indonesia last year. Marc Marquez takes the podium under the watchful gaze of Davide Tardozzi. Another satisfying double podium for Ducati Lenovo. as they celebrate with the Constructors' Trophy. Their lead in the Constructors' Championship already almost at 100 points. And the Teams' Championship, similar, almost 100 over Grassini, who are in second. The president of the Losail International Circuit hands over the third-place trophy to Francesco Bagnaia after starting 11th, and after a disastrous performance in the sprint. He might have been satisfied, but given what happened in that race, will this be the one that got away, perhaps? CEO of Qatar Airways hands over the trophy to Maverick Vinales out of nowhere. Magic Maverick here this evening. Second place for Mac today. And Marc Marquez may have blotted his copybook in Texas, but a clean slate this weekend. He's done the Ducati double again, and having ridden off into the Qatari night, he takes his third winner's trophy of the season. His 114th MotoGP podium. But crucially, his third win this year, and extends his championship lead over his brother to 18 points. Next up, another one he loves with the Spanish Grand Prix.
It's been a strange day, it's been a strange weekend, but it is Maverick Vinales P2 as things stand, Pecco Bagnaia P3, and Marc Marquez victorious. Champagne time, and you're going to need it. Well, my thanks to everybody for joining us. We'll be back at the Spanish Grand Prix, coverage across JB Motorsports 1 and 2. Join us for all the action there. Thanks for your company. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.